Well guys, I got a 15-foot Schulte mower here on the 516. We gotta go and do a little bit of Momo. I guess I'm getting married tomorrow. We've cleaned the yard all up pretty good. We've been mowing and weed eating and doing all sorts of stuff. Oops, it's getting a little dusty here. So, look that way, we're good. So I just brought this mower back from Swift. It's just a rental from Flamin. I'm looking forward to trying this mower out, you guys. I will see you down there. So, as you can see, there's actually not very many trees in this whole country. Okay? Not many at all. Any trees that you see down here have been planted at some point in their life. Now, I feel like we're setting up a plan C for this wedding because Tuesday looks to be very thunderstormy, like 70% chance of like 10 to 15 mils. With and there's been crazy storms passing around here, like 3 tornadoes touched down in southwest Saskatchewan. Hold on here. Oh, I see. Hold on. Sorry about that. Yeah, so we've had a lot of wild weather in southwest Saskatchewan here this past week. 3 tornadoes have touched down, and that's rare. We don't get that very much. At least nothing that actually transpires to anything in southwest Saskatchewan. So we've had a lot of hail all the way up to, I think, softball size. So that is massive. Obviously, a lot of damage has been done. So anyway, the long short of this is there's supposed to be some pretty severe weather happening on the wedding day, and we don't really have a backup plan because it's supposed to be outside. You know, we're going to get married kind of in the Frenchman River Valley. The actual ceremony will be, and then we're going to come back for the supper. We actually changed that and have the supper down in the homestead, the old barn down there we're working on. But we can't have any rain because you're not going to get to the valley and you're not going to get to the homestead. We can't have any rain whatsoever. So we're tentatively setting up at both locations, but we also need to have a plan B or C in case we can't get to either location. So we need to have a place to have a ceremony, and we also have to have a place where we can have a supper. So that's why I'm down here. We are going to I'll show you here. Down in these trees, they're quite old. Like these trees have been here for like, I swear, 90 years or something like that. And they're supposed to be quite windy as well on this day. So we need to have protection for the wind, because you know what happens when that tent catches any wind, it will lift off. Even if you peg it down, it is just not structurally strong enough to withstand that. So we're thinking right in here. We're going to put the tent in here. We're protected from the west, we're protected from the north, we're protected from the east, we're protected from the south, just a little bit at the southeast entrance. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to just mow a spot here big enough to punk the tent in. And that will be the backup plan, unfortunately. Now, there was some purple alfalfa out there that we were throwing around that we were going to get some photos taken. Ha! But then we forgot that our neighbor hays it every year, and he just happened to hay it the day before. Oh, that sucks. Oh well, what do you do when life gives you lemons? You make orange juice. Now you've heard it said that you don't want to bring a knife to a gunfight. Well, this time we brought a gun to a knife fight. Slightly overkill. Slightly overkill. But you know what? I love overkill. You guys should know that about me by now. And then I'm probably going to use this to do some odds and ends around the yard. Maybe mow a few ditches because we have those wings on it. I'm going to make, what, 2 passes and I'm going to be done. And then maybe we'll come in with a fine cut mower and then just trim it up. This has never been mowed. I don't think this has ever been mowed in here. Talk about mosquito central. Okay, we're gonna lower our wings down here. There it is. Oh baby, oh baby. Next one. This mower is pretty dang new. I'm pretty excited about this. And then I think this one lowers it. I don't know how low I want it. Maybe I'll keep it up high here for the first time. Make sure there's nothing too crazy in this. All right, let's idle down and kick this puppy in. Oh, I guess we should hit 1,000. Oh baby. Oh, I'm gonna close this. Wow, man. Alright, we're revving at about 1,030 on the PTO. Lower it down just a little bit. Go forward. Low. I don't even have to break the fine cut. I'll pick it up a little bit maybe. Oh. Should I be worried about my window? I don't know. I got my safety glasses on. Oh. Maybe I should keep the window open. It better hit me than my window and break it. I'm gonna lift it up a little bit here. Backing up. About done. All right. That's awesome. Oh, it's a little rough in here. Hold on. Whoa, pick it up, Scotty. Pick it up or hit dirt. Pick it up. Oh, not that hard. That's hard to beat the ocean. All right, shut it off. Shut it off. Shut it down. Shut it down. Okay. Let's back up. I love this mower. I do not know why I don't have one of these mowers. Okay, you guys get the idea. Okay, we just got situated again here. We're gonna make one little swipe out of there and we're done. Double tap. Oh yeah. Ow, the mosquitoes are bad out here. Lower it down a bit. Ow. Mosquitoes. Checking my height. Looks the same. Maybe I'll lift it up just a little. Hold on, sorry about that. I'm trying to do everything and it's not that easy. Even a tree is no match for this Schulte. Yeah, I think we're done. Oh, this is rough. Pick it up. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. There we go. Awesome. I think that's it. That's it, boys? Okay, let's go check this out. Oh, this thing is awesome. I just want to go mowing. I'm in mowing mode now. Oh, man. That's awesome. So, well, I guess I could lower it a little bit here, eh? Like, that's good enough. This is awesome. Okay, so, oh, that's too low. That's too low, Mike. Gosh, I'm gonna get in trouble. So, we'll set the tent up. Well, I guess you guys will see when I set the tent up, but we're gonna set it up on an angle like this. The door will be here. We're gonna mow just a little wee trail with a walk mower, kind of right through those trees for Ashton. This wasn't supposed to be hayed, so that's unfortunate. But you know what? Can't cry over spilled beans now. Okay. All right, guys. Let's go take a look at the Schulte. So like I said, it's a 15-foot Series 4. I have no idea what an XH1 is. Oh, sorry. One's the 15. Stop derping so much, Mike. I derp. I greased it all up because I'm really weird about grease. I like making sure everything's got a lot of fresh grease. So it's all greased. Now, the 516 runs it awesome. Actually, it's pretty... I thought it was going to run it a little bit harder than that, to be quite honest with you. What do you guys think? Does the unit look awesome or what? Alright. Now, there's a rock. That might give the old Schulte something to talk about. Have I ever showed you around the 516? We got PTO up front, 3-point hitch up front, one set of hydraulics. Watch your face. Safety first. We opted for the 5 hydraulic outlets at the back. And the reason why I don't have anything plugged into yellow and blue is because it runs the loader. If you need to have more hydraulics, if you need yellow and blue, just come over here. Pop this hydraulics loose, and then it will make those 2 available for you. Alright. Let's wing this puppy back up. Actually, I'm going to go trim that down just a little bit more, and then we'll wing it up. Then we'll see what we can find. Alright, now that we're done inside the yard, I'm just going to run down this and chop off some of this foxtail. I hate to see foxtail. Just going to trim up the edge just a little bit. I need one of those things that I can offset this mower. Oh well, I don't need to mow that much. I love this thing. Get the idea. Oh, it's much quieter when the window is closed. Except for the bird crap that's streaming down the window there. Just trying to make it look a little bit nicer. I don't like foxtail, so we're going to be at the farmyard quite a bit too, so I'm just going to mow probably up to the farmyard there. Taking my second pass, or other side of the road. Doing about 3.7, 3.8. I don't know how fast you're supposed to go, but I know it's working. Okay, I'm just about to the trees, but anyway, you just missed it. Brian in his Cirrus SR22 Turbo just buzzed me. Like, I mean, like, buzzed me about the height of those trees. and I like freaked out because I'm like, oh crap, I bet you I just broke my mower somehow, because it was like, and I'm like, maybe it's a slip clutch or something going, and anyway, I freaked the poop out. So good one. You win, Brian, this round. You win this round, buddy. So anyway, I think Dad just pulled in here. So I'm gonna go walking in there and see if I can't find him. Oh yeah, there he is. Okay. There he goes again. I keep missing him. Alright, we're just down here. Mom and Dad are here. We're just doing some evaluating. Yeah. Alright, I told Brian to actually buzz us one more time so we can actually see him. So I think he's coming back over here. See his lights? It's right there. See it? It's flying in an SR-22. Alright, awesome. Alright, we finished talking. That's Greg, that's Ashton's dad too. We're all just evaluating the place in there. And let's get cracking. Did I ever mention that we also do some construction and work like that? So there's two big culverts in here. I don't know if you guys can spot them. One there and one there. And they're on an angle in this coulee. This whole road washed out once because this coulee was just running plumb chucking full and washed this road out. And Brian and I, my younger brother, we rebuilt it. Put these culverts in, put them together. We bolted them with grater blades all the way around. That was a fun time and loud. So yeah, jack of all trades around here. Beautiful evening. Saskatchewan is the land of the living skies, so we always have some freaking awesome sunsets. Better, but maybe it's just me. So I do believe Schulte makes a 40 foot. I think they make a 40 foot Schulte mower, which requires a ridiculous amount of horsepower. So that way you could go and mow down, say, your stubble in your fields. I do believe that some guys have done that. Have you guys done that? I haven't. But I'm thinking that's kind of a cool idea. We don't typically grow enough stubble around here to mow anything. That's not normally our problem. Alright, I'm going to let you guys go. I just turned around here. The wheat's all heading out. Looks awesome. Really nice crop of wheat. So looking at that crop of wheat, I remember in one of the videos, one of my last videos, I said that we were really dry, and we were burning up. But we recently just got 2 inches of rain, about 2 days after I said that. In some areas we got 3 inches of rain. So we're really happy about that. When you get that kind of rain at that stage of timing, it pretty much make that crop. But like I said, we've had a lot of severe weather floating around, lots of hail floating around, so it's not off until it's in the bin. So we got a long ways before we're at a hail season. Hail season can go all the way into middle of September. So we got a long ways to go. long ways to go, you guys. Alright guys, we're just winding down here. Shut my PTO off. We're gonna wing it up. We're pretty much done. I'm gonna wait till they fully stop so I'm not hard on those U-joints. No one's coming yet behind us, so that's good. Okay, so wing up over here. Isn't this thing awesome or what? Next hydraulic. Alright, let's go take a look at this thing. Pretty green under here, hasn't really seen any work. It's got a few dings on those blades, but it wasn't from me. I didn't hit a rock. It's pretty awesome, eh? Like, look at the size of these blades. Like, that's a blade. And they look bent, but they're actually shaped that way, you guys. Alright? None of these blades are bent, they're actually shaped that way. But there is some notches out of them. There shouldn't be any notches. These chains, if you're wondering why there's chains hanging on it, that's just to try and knock down any rocks that happen to might fly out. That's the only reason. Okay guys, I'm gonna hit the road. Before I do, let's just run down this ditch. Look at this lentil crop. Holy cow. It's already wet. Like, this is a lentil crop. Wow. That looks frickin' awesome, and it's clean too. Sweet! Let's roll! Alright guys, thanks for following me around today. Well, basically for the last hour or two. Apologize for maybe the lack of videos, but I am just swamped trying to get ready for this wedding. It wouldn't be so bad if we knew the weather was going to be nice. We could just set a point A and a point B, a point for the ceremony, a point for the supper. But to be honest, we got to have backup plans for the backup plans, so you never know. We always say here in Saskatchewan, if you don't like the weather, wait 5 minutes, because it literally could change in 5 minutes. So at the same time, as I'm preparing for this wedding, it is flat out spraying. We got to get geared up for chickpea spraying, plus foliar on the lentils. So we're going to be spraying for the next 10 days, 2 weeks probably, flat out, big days. And that's assuming we don't put anything on the cereals, which I don't think that we will. But we have an awesome crop coming so far, so we're really happy, really blessed about that, really thankful. And I just want to say thank you to all you guys. Thank you to all my patrons. You guys are freaking awesome. You guys are family. And if you're not sure what Patreon is, it's the social media platform that I use. It's kind of like Instagram. You got those little lenses that go for 10 seconds or whatever and photos. I use Patreon, and the reason why I use Patreon is because since I don't really promote any one color of equipment, sometimes for me to get demos and stuff like that, it actually costs me money because, you know, what's in it for the manufacturer, the dealership, if I'm not going to say unquote unquote promote it. And so maybe they don't want to hear my criticism, they only want to hear all the good things. And let's be honest, every color has good things and every color has bad things, and I just want to call a spade, but that doesn't always make you super popular. So I use Patreon to help fund some of that. Basically, just put a perspective, if I wanted to get a demo sprayer down here, I'm probably looking at $2,500 in trucking, plus maybe an X amount per hour, up to maybe $200 to $300 per hour, because maybe I need it longer than your traditional demo. So I'm just using that as an example. So you can go backwards really fast, and I can't subsidize that with the farm. So that's what I use Patreon for. And obviously it takes a lot of time for me to do all this as well. But I just want to say thank you guys. thank you for supporting me and taking interest in what I do. Otherwise, you just stay awesome. Oh, and I wanted to point out one thing before I let you guys go. Lots of you guys have asked, Mike, you just never seem happy. You're never satisfied. You don't have anything good to say about any color. Well, that's not exactly true. I want to be able to say what's negative about that piece of equipment and what's positive about that piece of equipment. And you know what? I don't think anybody would say anything if a sprayer, a tractor, or combine was sitting at $100,000 mark. But given that it's sitting about 7 to 8 times that, and maybe more in some cases, we're going to get a little freaking fussy. You know what I mean? They are charging they are literally charging whatever the market will bear. And we are backed into a corner. We have to have equipment to farm. But let's be honest, there's more markup on a sprayer than any other piece of equipment, especially in the major pieces of equipment. And yet, they want to charge $700,000 or $800,000 for a sprayer. It's just whatever the market will bear. So yeah, we're going to get a little freaking fussy about that when you're spending that kind of freaking money.